言いつけを守れませんでした。
人間じゃなかったのかよ。らしいな。
最低です。
A great revenge story is meaningless unless the main character faces a betrayal from someone he holds dear that he never expected. That betrayal fuels his growth, and he makes a comeback by becoming 10 times stronger. Today, we shall talk about some anime having these core elements. So, without wasting any time, I present to you Top 10 Anime where main character is betrayed but comes back overpowered. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, click that notification bell so that you can stay updated whenever I upload a new video. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Coming in at number 10, we have Sorcerous Stabber Orphan. The anime tells the story of Orphan, a strong but lazy sorcerer. Everything changes when he discovers a means to save his sister, who has turned into a dragon during their time at Magic Academy. Betrayed by friends who refuse to assist, he will go to any length to find her, even if it means doing it alone. Well, I strongly advise viewing the old version of Orphan first, because the new one begins more like a series of season summary episodes than a show. Orphan's story might not seem much at first, but trust me, it gets thicker as you go along. Just like in the old show, the action scenes are great and nicely animated. Even if it isn't the smoothest, there's lots to appreciate. Overall, a good anime that brings any 25-plus person back to their childhood with the vibes that it gives off. Coming in at number 9, we have Requiem of the Rose King. The story takes place in a fictional kingdom of England. The entire kingdom has been divided into two parts, the House of Lancaster and the House of York. Amidst all the chaos, Richard is the young prince of the House of York and always considered as a demon by his mother. He wishes to assist his father in fulfilling his destiny of becoming king. But just as he is about to achieve success, he is unexpectedly cut down. Plunged into despair, Richard acts in vengeance, and he now faces a formidable new foe. I must say, this is a very strong debut episode. Plot-wise, the anime is perhaps the most unique anime this season, and Richard is undoubtedly the most captivating protagonist. With that said, the pacing is just a little fast, and there are some other hiccups along the way. I would definitely recommend this show, but fans of the manga may be a bit apprehensive about some of the small changes made. Coming in at number 8, we have Evil or Live. In this modern society, a new kind of illness is striking young boys and girls, that is, net addiction. To prevent that, a certain rehabilitation facility has been set up to lead the young men back to the right path. In this anime, we see Hibiki, who enrolled into this academy to treat his addiction. He had no idea that this rehabilitation facility is nothing more than a prison. I honestly think, being a low-budget anime, it should be judged accordingly, as it would be unfair to put it up against high-budget anime to make a comparison. The story tackles many real-life issues that only a mature mind will come to understand, such as domestic abuse, the paradox of a hardworking man, the fragile relationships, and humans' thirst for power. To be able to cover so many topics in only 12 episodes is quite remarkable, and that is an accomplishment in my opinion. Coming in at number 7, we have Sword Guy the Animation. In the Sword Guy universe, weapons are not just instruments of pain and murder, they have life. Cursed with the legends of their origin, these swords possess wishes, souls, and even devils. In this anime, we follow Guy, a teenage boy who becomes host to a legendary infernal sword and, with the fate of humanity now in his arm, he wields its demonic power against his enemies. For those who are already accustomed to the manga, Sword Guy faithfully recreates the world and characters inhabiting the pages. There are a few well-written characters you gravitate toward, but there's little reason to care about the other characters. Visually, Sword Guy does a pretty good job with its animation, although the CGI'd metallic warriors do look awkwardly out of place. Despite everything, I can't deny the fact that it's entertaining. Coming in at number 6, we have Blade and Soul. The show follows the adventure of an assassin girl named Alka. She wants to avenge her master that was killed by the flower monks of the Palam Empire. Framed for the crime, the last member of the Clan of the Sword must fulfill her code and take revenge. As she travels, she meets a bunch of interesting people with their own stories full of tragedy and revenge. Now, I don't want to spoil it or anything, but that's not the only plot in this anime. It begins with her wanting revenge, but it ends up with her trying to find her own path. However, the emotionless natures of the main character Alka and the villain Jin Varel end up being anchors that prevent the series from lifting up to its full potential. While far from perfect, Blade and Soul is worth seeing at least once. The characters, animation, and visuals are beautifully drawn and animated, and overall, the story is intriguing and includes a few thought-provoking situations. Coming in at number 5, we have Batum. Ryuta Sakamoto is an unemployed good-for-nothing guy, and his only real achievement being that he is Japan's top player of the popular online video game Batum. However, his peaceful life is about to change when he finds himself stranded on an island in the middle of nowhere, with no memory of how he got there. To his shock, someone has decided to recreate the game he is so fond of in real life, with the stakes being life or death. The survival genre is nothing new, with both Japanese and Western media franchises springing up left, right, and center to capitalize on what has shown to be a financial success. With Batum, it is the darker and edgier moments that sets this series apart from others. Unfortunately, the duration of this series detracts from the overall experience. While short and sweet works to some extent, certain characters' backstories are scarcely addressed, and the ending leaves a lot open for future seasons or sets of OVA episodes. Coming in at number 4, we have Dimension W. Looking for a fun and intriguing 12-episode anime? Well, look no further than the 4th dimension, as that is exactly where you'll find Dimension W. The anime follows an auto mechanic hobbyist named Kyuma Mabuchi and a robot girl named Mira Yurizaka, both of whom are collectors and bounty hunters tasked with confiscating illegal coils, dangerous devices which can harness the power of another dimension. The anime does not go into great detail on Dimension W's dynamics, but it does explore them enough to give us a sense of what it's attempting to express. The order of the episodes might be a little confusing, but it's done in an inventive way to keep potential viewers interested. The show played it safe by sticking to the standard tropes seen in sci-fi series, while still being able to bring something new to the table. I definitely suggest Dimension W to anybody searching for a solid action and sci-fi series. Coming in at number 3, we have Crossange, Rondo of Angel and Dragon. This is the story of Angelise, the princess of a futuristic kingdom where everyone can use magic. In this world, people who can't use magic are treated as inhuman abominations to be rounded up and imprisoned far away from normal society. Unfortunately for Angelise, despite being a princess, she is also a non-magician. When this was revealed, she was treated like other non-magical people and was thrown in prison to battle dragons. Crossange is one really good anime that most people dropped because of the first 4 episodes. Well, I won't blame them for that, but every show has its flaws and Crossange is no different. This show knows what it is and it doesn't hide that fact. If you enjoy a good story with great character interaction and fan service thrown here and there, then you're in for a thrilling ride. The show progresses through the 25 episodes to a great conclusion, which is very satisfying in my opinion. Coming in at number 2, we have Genkutsu. While on a trip to Luna, Albert and his friend Franz are befriended by a mysterious man, the Count, who later saves Albert from kidnappers. Albert introduces the Count to Parisian society, where Count gets involved in his and his friends' families' lives. Albert has no idea what fate has in store for him and his family. If I were to sum up the story in one word, it would be fantastic. The whole story connects itself beautifully with the characters, relationships which previously appeared crystal clear and are now murky and full of duplicity. On the part of the viewer, not only are emotions channeled clearly to the viewer, but, in addition to that, many things are kept secret until much later in the story. This anime is ideal for mature viewers who like drama, mystery, and interesting characters. For me, I really liked the mystery aspect of this show. It is almost perfectly done and rivals the likes of Higurashi in that regard. Coming in at number 1, we have The Rising of the Shield Hero. Anime follows Naofumi, an uncharismatic otaku who finds himself summoned to a parallel universe. He discovers he is one of 4 heroes equipped with legendary weapons and tasked with saving the world from its destruction. As the weakest of the heroes, he is soon alone, broke, and betrayed. With no one to turn to and nowhere to run, he is left with only his shield. Anime in its core doesn't bring anything amazing or innovative to the table. It only differs in how it begins its story, namely, the main character Naofumi being betrayed and labeled a criminal. That is what sets it apart from the crowd of other isekai. The animation crew did an excellent job of bringing the world to life. The action scenes are easy to follow, and the character designs are appealing and appreciate the isekai theme perfectly. Overall, it is undoubtedly an interesting isekai story. How much you like it will depend on how much you can put up with plot elements and injustice toward the protagonist. However, if the concept seems like your type of thing, it's definitely worth a try. That brings us to the end of our list for today. If you liked the video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to our channel. In the end, you all stay happy, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!